Reno brothers, Reno family, Reno clan. It's out of Jackson County, Seymour. Train activity. They were insurance agents. They would ensure that your farm wouldn't be burnt that day if you pay them enough money. Maybe. They were extortionists. You think nothing of robbing your grandmother of 2 cents or 7 cents on her way home from the grocery. They'd get them 2 beers. They robbed, stole, looted, murdered, terrorized Jackson County for many years. Then they decided that they needed a pay raise. So they decided to start holding up trains. They held up a Marshfield train, which was the first peacetime train robbery that happened. Marshfield, Indiana. The road goes Seymour, Austin, Marshfield, Scottsburg, Sellersburg, New Albany. 80 miles. It's a lot of miles if you're riding a horse, but if you don't know there's something besides a horse, that's how you get there. You don't think about it so much. They got $96,000, which was a fortune. Don't know what that's worth today, in your time and my time. However, the Pinkertons had caught on to them and started watching them. 2 of the brothers took part of the loot and ran off to Indianapolis to gamble. Indianapolis wasn't a lot yet, but there were gambling houses, houses of prostitution, booze, fun stuff. So, especially for spending somebody else's money. So the Pinkertons ran over there and caught them. They took them back to Lexington, Indiana, put them in jail there because Lexington and Marshfield were in the same county, Scott County. Their 2 sisters came over and got them out of that jail at Lexington, and they themselves paid their way out and paid for their transportation to our jail in New Albany. The gang member, Charlie Anderson, and the other brother from the train robbery went north to Canada. Charlie was from Canada. He was also from New Albany. Looked on the river down here. Pinkertons could not go into Canada to get them. International law, they even got Queen Victoria to comment on the situation. Finally, Canada got tired of the Reno bunch and threw them over. And they brought them straight to the New Albany jail. So here I've got 3 Reno brothers and a member of the Reno gang in the New Albany jail, which is 10 years old, which is a very good jail. We know nobody can break out of it. Nobody thought about, could somebody break into it? December the 18th, 1868. Between 20 and 200, depends on who you read, between 20 and 200 vigilantes, red masks on their face, got on a choo-choo train to Seymour, came to Jeffersonville, got off at Prison South, got on a smaller choo-choo train with 2 cars, 1 little engine, and came from Jeff to New Albany, stopped at the foot of State Street. All the vigilantes got off, marched to State and Spring, where the jail was. It's the middle of December. I got a guard watching outside. He's cold. He wants to come in. 3 o'clock in the morning, he comes in the door. They rush the door behind him and get in. We're staying at the jail because we're worried we had extra protection. 2 things you don't want. One is unpopular crooks in your jail, and the other is vigilantes. You want to kill those crooks. Everybody in town is scared because either group will burn the town if you cross them. They come in, they wake me up, they take my gun from me, shoot me in the arm, hit me over the head, knock me out, turn to Emily and say, we want the keys. She had the keys. I'm waking up saying, don't give them the keys. You don't have them. And they said, well, we're going to kill your husband. So she says, here you go, have the keys. Trouble is, it's a brand new jail with new locks and new keys. They don't just work, every key doesn't work every door. So it takes them a little while to get all the guys out. They're on the top floor. They take them out and they throw ropes over the rafters. They hang 4 guys. Trouble is, Charlie's rope broke. So they had to go get another rope, go back upstairs, and re-hang him. Depending on who you listen to, this all took 5 minutes. Other people say 20 minutes. Read who you like. On the way out, they locked the front door, threw the keys in the bushes, back down State Street on the small choo-choo train back to prison south, and Jeff get on the Seymour train and go back to Seymour. One thing we did find out was that the engineer on the Seymour train this night, both directions, was the same engineer that was on the train the day that the Reno brothers robbed it. When the Reno brothers were brought to the New Albany jail, the sisters moved down here. So the next morning, the three sisters took their three brothers' bodies back to Seymour and buried them. Charlie's widow could not afford to send him back to Canada, so he's buried in a pauper section here. We do not know where that is yet. No one was ever convicted of these murders, which is what it was. Maybe nobody wanted to convict anybody. Maybe nobody cared at all that it had happened. There are 1,000 versions of this story. Now you've heard the one closest to the truth. Maybe I was there. Do you have any questions or comments?
Did they ever find all the money?
Yes. Except what was in the gambling houses.
And elsewhere.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.